What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, a live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. Friday, last day of trading week. Is it Friday or Thursday? Friday, yeah, I'm right. Sometime I forgot the date. So Friday, last day of trading week. I'm sure that guys, you are enjoying the trading day. Let's make some more peep. Now before I begin this session, make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's look at first of all one by one all of them. Let me know in the live chat which one you are looking at as well. We'll be looking at all of them one by one, starting with first of all gold, to see in fact which way the market is heading. Gold is doing a lot of dramatic movement. Okay, so with that dramatic movement, now we will be looking at to see which way the market is heading. I'll be looking at first of all daily chart to see. Now what happened is that, you know, yesterday from that zone we bought gold, and in that zone the price had a bounce. Okay, now it is a very crucial point to look at the moment, is that from this daily support, gold, you know, instead of dropping, we have seen that bounce, and I think that we might find some good trading opportunity in that, you know, bouncing to the upside. Now why do I look at the daily? Is because daily chart is where you can see a bit more clearer picture in the market. Okay, so first of all daily, previous day we saw a narrow candle, okay, on the daily time frame with a long wick at the top, and also there's a smaller body. And with that candle, what happened is that gold from this support level had a significant bounce. Okay, this is the support level where we saw that gold had a bounce. Now in that zone where there is a, you know, support level, it is a crucial support on daily time frame. What we saw that here in that support level, there is a significant rejection previously as well with this daily long wick candle. It is a very strong rejection from the support level, created this move. The price has come back to the same level, and we have seen that there is another narrower candle on the daily. And today, once the market opened, we saw that there is a significant upside momentum on this. Now the price again has gone above the daily 20 EMA, and what I think that, you know, from this level we can expect for the gold to have another bounce. Okay, now where is the entry opportunity? Now so far today, once the market opened, we have seen that initial movement to the upside. I will be waiting for you know, a deeper pullback, and then we can look for an entry opportunity. Now looking, you know, at the lower time frame, looking at the, you know, 1 hour chart, and here is the, you have seen there is a dramatic you know, manipulation, what I can say, the liquidity grab. So basically this zone here has given the market a strong momentum. This is a very, very important level. You can see there's a long wick here, and in that zone, if we look at this support level on the 1 hour chart, we can see that from this 1 hour time frame, this is a support here, support here, support here. Okay, so this candle that we have had a trade yesterday was a pure, what I can say, the manipulation. Okay, that manipulation, in fact, a very strong liquidity grab, and as a result from that zone we have seen that there is a, you know, significant break to the upside. And what I think that now we could see that gold is trending to the upside. For me, it's a change of trend. Let me know, what do you think? It's also important to give your opinion. Let me know in the live chat, guys. I think that it's a change of trend. what do you think that gold is changing its trend? Everyone please give a comment, let me know. You know, it's a teamwork. We all together need to understand that which way the market is heading. And thanks for being here, Ibrahim Issa. Good morning, coach, and everyone. Derek, morning. Thank you very much, Derek. Awesome. Euro CHF, absolutely. Noor, hi sir, how are you today? I'm good, Noor. Thank you very much for joining. Benjamin, hi everyone. Mark, morning, coach. Omar, morning, coach. Thank you, Omar. Morning all. Thank you very much. Hey, how are you? Euro GBP, morning, coach. Hello, thank you very much. Good morning. John, good morning. We ready for make some pips? Yes, absolutely. Thanks for that. Daddy, good morning. Digital economy, good morning. Thank you very much. Dimoro, good morning, good afternoon. The daily has no bottom week. Is it a concern? Very good question. Daily has no bottom week. Let me see. Is it? It's a weekless candle, right? And there's a gap opening on gold. Okay, so it's not a concern, but I would say that it's an advantage in my opinion, because there's a gap opening and there is no wick. So basically this could be, you know, an opportunity for us to predict the market that is gonna push up. All right, so if you look at today's candle on you know, trading view on daily, there is a gap opening and no wick candle, wickless. Now there are two probable scenarios could happen today. Is that gold is remaining bullish from here and bouncing to the upside. There is another probability is for gold to come down to this gap where there is a wickless candle, you know, fill that gap and then to have a bounce. So for me today gold is bull. Let me know which way you are heading or which way you are thinking that gold is going to be heading. So from the, you know, 4-hour time frame, there is a, here is a, you know, it's a kind of reversal pattern here, consolidation, liquidity grab multiple times. So if we look at the 1-hour chart, where we see that there is a, you know, very interesting structure here, which is pure you know, a liquidity grab multiple times as we discussed. So 1-hour chart on gold looks very you know, cleanly understood. Now just one quick disclaimer is that keep in mind that anything happen in trading is all about probability and all about you know, having a good risk management plan, doing the risk management, taking a bigger profit. That's called trading, and that's what we do here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Real trading happens here, so make sure you stick till the end to see how you are trading. If you are new today, make sure you also like the stream, subscribe to the channel, press that bell button, because here you learn the real trading, real education, and also real trading psychology where you can develop here. Now in that zone we see that the market here has, from the 1-hour chart, there is an impulse and a narrow correction, and we can expect for the price to move towards the upside. Okay, so this is where we can see that on the I'll look at now 15 minutes time frame, where we can see that here is the, you know, 15 minutes time frame where we can see potentially yeah, so here this is a very strong impulse on gold. Now this is an impulse gold followed by a correction, and I will be waiting for, you know, a deeper pullback, and with that deeper pullback from the zone I will look for, you know, potential upside momentum on gold. And this is where, you know, what is most important for me is to wait for you know, a deeper drop. This is the 1-hour chart, and one thing we need to keep in mind is that with this impulse, you see this is the how the market moves. When you see a very strong impulse and then you can wait for a pullback. Now I got a very frequent question from all the students is that how do you know that which one is impulse, which one is pullback? Okay, for example, this is an impulse, and is it a pullback or it's just a fake out and then continuation to the downside? It's a very good question, right? Now, the first thing that no one in the world will be able to tell you 100% accurately that, okay, it's not a pullback, the price is going to go down. If someone knows anything with 100% accuracy all the time, then no one trading wouldn't exist in the first place. So that's why it's all about probability. Now, the more time you are right on your approach, the higher your chance of winning the trade and making good profit. This is the main point here. Now, then how do you keep the probability in your favor? That means that how do you know that in fact it's a pullback? No means like I didn't say the certainty, I'm saying in terms of probability, that how do you know it's a pullback? Okay, to know that, the most important part here to look at is the price action. Okay, because price action will tell you which way the market is heading or what the buyers and sellers are doing in the first place. You know, when I started my trading journey, when I hear the price action from my mentors, and I just search maybe 10 times, what is price action, what is price action, you know, to understand. Actually, I know that it's sometimes a little confusing. So what is in fact a price action? It's a very basic and fundamental question that I ask. I think that you guys also may be asking the same question. So the price action, let me tell you, the price action is basically, if you let's imagine that you are on a shop, okay, in a Wall Street or any stock exchange which has a physical shop. Like if you look at the JC Livermore, he was a legendary trader, traded a couple of 100 years ago. Some of his books are very prominent. I'll put next time in my next live, I'll get the link of this book from Audible or Amazon. I'll put below this video so that you guys also can, because knowledge is power, and what the wise says is always follow. You know, it's a good to follow. So in their time, how did they do? Let's say like a classroom, we sit on a classroom, on the blackboard teacher writes and people sit on the bench, okay, and then you know, teacher says, students listen. Now the modern world is different, but their time, so they used to see all this chart on the blackboard, okay, and they sit on the chair, all the buyers and sellers, they see that there is a one candle form, so they see everything, that they write it down on the blackboard, like using the, you know, color pen or whatever, and they sit here, and only those inside that shop, they are buyer and seller, so they know that who is there, and based on their, in that, because it's not an online, based on in their shop how many people are interested to buy and sell, this chart is changing its movement. And there are some other ways still, we don't know how they operated in that situation. So here you can't see anything except, you know, some charts and candlestick pattern. But in that time, what happened, you know, between these buyers and sellers, you can see on the blackboard. Now here, how you will know that what is price action, what's happening on the other side of the chart, the buyers and sellers, is what is representing this candlestick pattern, which is called a price action. So price action is, by definition, will be as the visual, that's my definition, okay. You might find a different definition if you go to the, you know, Investopedia or somewhere, that's completely fine, but my definition is that price action is a visual representation of the buyers and sellers activities or order flow in the market. So basically when you see, let's say a candle has formed like that, it's a visual representation of the buyers and sellers activities in the market, which is price action. So what does it mean? It means that if we go to very basic level, let's say this is a green candle. So what a green candle represents is that the market opened here and the seller sold that market, has come to this low, and then the buyers push the price high throughout the day. If it is a daily candle, created this high and the market has closed here. Okay, so let's say if it is a 0.1, the value of this opening, and the market closed at 0.2, so this is a price action representing that throughout the day the buyers has put more volume in the market than seller, so therefore the price has gone up, and this is the price action in just simplest form. Now a combination of candlestick pattern can be price action. Anything happening in the market that is represented by the chart is a price action. Very simplest to know the price action. Now when you know the price action, then it becomes easier for you to predict the movement in the market. And as a matter of fact, most profitable professional traders trade based on price action. Okay, indicator is just, I use indicator only 10 and 20 EMA. Some of you may be using MACD, stochastic, or many other indicators available. RSI, CCI, Bollinger Band, completely fine. All of them works. Bollinger Band also very good indicator. I used them before. The reason I only used these two EMA because it becomes much easier if you use any kind of indicator and use it every single day. Keep in mind that then what will happen is that your brain will start to pick up the how indicator is reacting to the price action. This is the main goal here. So if you use indicator, I wouldn't recommend that today use, let's say, Bollinger Band, tomorrow MACD, after tomorrow RSI, and then moving average changing. That might you get confused. So any indicator that you use it every day, and formulate your strategy based on that indicator. For example, my favorite trading strategy that also I teach in the program, in VIP program, where if you are our lifetime member, is TF or trend following strategy. Because when you trade with the trend, you can see the flow of the market, and if you hold that trade in the direction of the trend, that can give you bigger profit target, so or bigger profit or a high probability trade. That's why it is always good to trade with the trend. No matter what that I do, always try to trade with the trend. And that's how, even if you are making mistake in your entry, still you will be well in the direction. So with that said, now you can see that here the price action will tell you that which one is a pullback or which one is an impulse. Now imagine that how many candles starting from here on the 1 hour, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now look at this last 3 candles. This is a very simplest to you understand. Last 3 candles has comprised of around 772 points on the 1 hour. Not last 3 candle, pardon me, this middle 3 candle. Now in the last 3 candle, how many pip or points? Comprises of around 251 points. So what does that mean is that when it is the buyer's turn in terms of price action, the buyers are winner in that time period. In terms of sellers are weaker. So that means that this market is in control of the buyers. So in that zone, the buyers in control, and who is in control will most likely be winner or dominant in that market. And definitely as a trader, you always try to be with the winner so that we can win. This is the very simplest way to trade the market. And I hope that you understood, and it takes a little bit of time. I would recommend you just be patient, stick to the channel, and keep learning, keep growing. Let me know in the live chat if you have any question. Okay, so today your view on gold move. I think that gold is going to push up. Let me know your view also. It's going to want to create the lower wick. Yep. Look, enter. Yes, short-term trend to fill fair value gap above the TP 1911. 1911. Yeah, let's find out. Anything can happen, all right, because the price, as I mentioned, the price section will tell you what the market is going to do next step. Okay, so that's what we will be deciding based on the price section confirmation during our entry. Okay, 1915, and we need to see. Thank you very much. Hold up from Mummy Coach. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. You are welcome. Morning, sir. Everyday peeps. Yep, absolutely. Good night here. Thank you very much. Good morning, Coach. Hoping you are fit and the fine. Great. Okay, thank you, Tawhid. You are welcome, and appreciate your praying as well. Misa, no bottom week on daily. Strong upside in my opinion. Yes, we will be looking at that. Derbo, good morning. Dollar yen. GJ, yep. Absolutely. Morning, Coach. Hope we win again today. Yes, I hope that. Okay, we need to be a little bit of also cautious. Anything, trading is very uncertain, so make sure that you always open in a demo account, and also do in a very smaller account as well. Okay, Nathan, good morning. Thanks for your great analysis, and always, Coach. You're welcome. Tam, I really appreciate your support to the channel. Topping 1928. Yep, continue to downside. Awesome, Ibrahim Isa. There is also weakless bottom candle daily. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. I see that many of you are here. That's really good to see that on Friday you guys are fully energized and motivated. Okay, and this is what I need. Everyone, stay on top of it, because once you have that motivation, once you have that drive to be profitable, you're gonna be okay. This is what we need to be here on, to be profitable, to have a very dedicated approach to the market. So gold we see here. Let's quickly look at DXY just to see what other instrument is going to do, and then we'll be looking at some other instrument here. Now looking at DXY, I will be looking at first of all daily, because I mostly look at the daily chart first to see what the market is going to do, and then we'll look at other instrument. Now looking at DXY, what do we see that here on DXY, the price from the bigger picture perspective, it was in a bull market. Okay, this is a support level. Okay, so this is how, what you see that this is a support level on DXY, and this is a support here, which is which has gathered a significant liquidity, and from that level we have seen an impulse, narrow correction impulse. Now the price is coming down for a deeper pullback on DXY. So if we look at one thing on DXY from the daily, guys, what you see that here, you see this is a very narrow doji here, and that has moved to the upside but did not test the previous resistance as a support. Now why? Because in majority of the time you will see that if a market breaks a very important level of support or resistance, after going certain move, when it started to drop, okay, it most likely to come back down again to retest the resistance as a support before moving to the upside, which is a very common phenomenon in the market. Okay, now if we look at the DXY, we see that in this trending market, this impulse on DXY, which in fact did not test this resistance here as a support, so basically we could see that the market coming down here, testing this. I think that, you know, it might even try to break the low, because, you know, the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. There is a liquidity here. We could see that coming down to another liquidity zone. So basically we could see that it's coming down to fill that zone, fill that imbalance, which is a fair value gap. Let me know if you are not sure about the fair value gap, and that's where we can see that the market is dropping down on DXY. So if DXY is coming down for this pullback, then we could see some upside on euro dollar, Gbpusd, AUD USD, and gold. Okay, so from that perspective, we see that this is a potential. Let's quickly look at the higher time frame on DXY from the monthly. Now monthly, we can see that this month so far has made a significant movement. We might see that pullback, which is very justified. Now looking at the weekly as well, we see that weekly movement. This is a big move on the weekly. It is possible for DXY now to come down for a deeper pullback, or even form a weekly doji here. Today is the last day of trading week, so if it drops and to form a weekly doji, we could see that today later DXY is coming down. So that means that for the rest of the day until the weekend closure, we can look to see that if euro dollar, Gbpusd, AUD USD, and gold forming that bullish price action. Okay, so this is how normally I predict the market based on DXY, which is reflecting with the other instrument that is available in the market. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this. Let's now quickly look at gold based on that, based on that bias, that we could see potentially some upside on gold as well, because we could see that DXY is coming down. Now I will be looking at on the 5 minutes time frame to see where you can find the entry on gold, so that we can have some pips as well. Now before I progress further to see the entry on gold, I have a little things to share with you, is that if you want to join a regulated broker, then I would always recommend to join a regulated broker. That the broker that I recommend is Gbpusd. They are no commission broker, and also they have they are fully regulated, okay, globally. And you can I have given a link below in the description, and also I have given a link in the live chat, guys, where you are writing your question. There is a link here. You can click the link, and once you click that link, it will take you to the page and you can register for free. They're fully regulated, 100% safe broker. You can start trading with even a minimum capital. So I'll recommend you to do that, so that you can trade with a regulated broker if you are looking to join a regulated broker. So let's now look at gold, and to see where we can expect for the entry on gold. Now from a DXY perspective, what we have seen, that gold is potentially going to be bullish, right? Now we see the structure also forming in that way. This is the 5 minute chart, and also I'll be looking at the 15-minute chart. We can see previous 15 minutes also the market is forming that couple of liquidity candles in that area. Now here, what I'll do is I want to see a little drop, okay, before we enter. Why? Because if you look at this 15 minutes impulse, you can see that it's a very strong upside, and we have seen it's forming a semicircular, some people say it as a cup and handle pattern. It's forming that way, right? I think that, you know, what it could do, it might come for another wave of drop to break the low and then to move to the upside, because still there is a big gap here remaining. There is still an imbalance in that area. This is the top, and you can see this is a very important zone here, and this is the daily opening. You can see there is a wickless candle on the daily with a gap opening, and that daily, you see this is a gap opening with on the 15 minutes there is a 15 minutes middleman. And here if we look at the daily support level, now where I will be entering on gold is, I want to see that the price almost nearly has come to the daily opening and closing. Okay, this level 1920 is a very good zone for potential bullish entry opportunity. Now if it doesn't drop that level, that's fine, we'll be looking at the price action along the way. But for me, primarily what I think that gold at some point we should see that gold is dropping down in that zone below this level, above this area or in that zone, and then we could see that gold is heading towards the upside for a bigger impulse. I will be looking at the news calendar as well to see which way the market is heading. Calendar, okay, so to see the overall direction in the market based on the news. So tonight there is, in my zone is tonight, which is coming CAD. CAD is very volatile, we see that. So today there is no USD news, like there's no high impact USD news. There are some low impact, could be because I only look at the high impact. So CAD is getting volatile today. That will in fact also impact dollar also. They're pretty much very related. So that could lead dollar CAD and US oil related currency pairs very volatile. So for gold, I want to see another drop, breaking the low and then giving us an entry. So let's keep that in mind on gold, and let me look at that dollar CAD to see with the CAD news coming how it is evolving. Okay, now dollar CAD from the daily, we see this drop coming. Before I progress further, let me know, let me see what you guys are looking at. Same definitely, but from support, but if there is a multiple confluence and there is a definite trend, then I will enter the trade. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I want to see the trap volume manipulation. Yes, absolutely, thanks for that. Now if gold want to change the trend to a bullish, I think the pattern is not yet complete. I think it will going to test the support again. Yes, now the gold want to change the trend to bullish. I think the pattern is not yet complete. Yeah, Nell, you are, I'm fully agreeing with you. Okay, the pattern is still not complete. It's gonna come down to the, it may come down to the daily support level. Okay, yeah, this is what I was telling, that I think that you understood that the pattern. I don't think that gold will be able to go that way, instead of coming to the daily support. And then this is what happened yesterday. You saw that the trade that we have opened in the live. Let's quickly look at that. I'll come back to the CAD. It's a very important point, guys, to look at why did I open that trade that we have opened during the NY session live. The trade that we have opened, let's quickly review that trade and let me know you were on that trade, guys. I think that you were also here. How many of you were in the trade? Here is, we open right in one candle, we have taken the profit. Let me see, let me review that trade. Will help us to understand what actually how the market moves. This is where, here we have opened the trade. Okay, let me put that in, and then I'll tell you in fact what did I looked at. We do have a strategy to trade that, but there are something really important to look at when you pick this kind of trade on gold. And let me bring that alert as well, trade that I have sent also. This is the trade that we have opened during the NY session time. So we bought at 1917.50, okay, which might be a little bit of different, 1917.50, and stop loss here, and TP was around 40 points. Okay, so this is the trade that we have opened during the NF session. We closed with full profit on that trade. Now here, what did I looked at when I opened that position? The first thing that I looked at is see the break of this candle. Now this kind of break is very, in most of the time you see that it's gonna go back up, not always, so I don't want you to trade blindly. In majority of the time it's gonna go back up. Why? Because if you look at this channel on gold, this is the 5-minute chart, and this is the channel on the 5 minutes on gold, and that channel, you can see that from that zone had a sharp drop. Okay, it's a completely opposite direction. Let's say if the channel is like that, all right, like this, let's say like that, and then this kind of drop, I wouldn't go long. All right, because see, try to understand what I'm trying to make you clear here. If the channel is like that and then breaking that, I wouldn't go long, because in that case it might go back up there and try to come back down again. But look at this one here, it's like this. Okay, so as a rule of thumb, it should be breaking to the upside, but what it did is it has upside channel has broken to the downside. Okay, so it's completely, if you apply the common sense, you will understand that it should be breaking to the upside, and that break also with a big long candle. All right, it's a very important point, with a big long candle. I'll create a separate lesson on that. When you see a big long candle hitting an important level, chances that you'll see this market will go back up again. And that giant candle, this is a giant candle, you can see in comparison with other candles. This 5 minutes candle, if you draw a line here, you will see that it has come to the daily, exactly to the daily support, where there was a wickless candle on the daily. All right, these things, guys, as I mentioned, these things you cannot back test, you cannot learn from a strategy, you cannot, no way you can learn it from back testing, because when you do the back testing, you can't see that the daily candle was a wickless candle and then it has come later, fill that wick and then bounce, because these are all real-time information, real-time charting, real-time market movement. You cannot learn it from back testing, nowhere. Okay, so only by observing and what I'm telling, in paying attention, and then when it happened next time, looking at to see, match that information, and then try to figure out actually why this is happening, and the next time you can apply in your trading. That's only the way you can do it. So, and in that zone, what you can see that with that massive drop, when the candle has formed, okay, like that, a green candle, this is where we were observing the chart, and then the next one we have entered, and then the next one, in just 5 minutes, in the matter of 10 minutes, we got this full 1.9 times profit in this live session, guys. You have seen that. I do share all my trade that I open also with the VIPs, including the live trade as well as when I'm not on live. if you want to also learn more on that, you can join me today. The link below this video in the description area. The first link, I would recommend you to join if you want to know more, speed up your learning, to see how I'm opening the trade and growing. If you want to speed up your growth as a trader, link below this video, the first link, or you can click the link and then you can visit the website www.forextradingwizardacademy.com. click join now button, then you will be able to join to be part of trading community, where you can see all the trade that I'm opening, and also you can learn the strategy that I'm trading, and also you can access all the trading tools that I have in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So with that being said, on gold, we saw that it, in fact, with that strong false breakout, it created that massive impulsive move, and after coming multiple times gathering further liquidity, in fact it respected that level and it still keep pushing high. And you know, I think that now it's gonna keep pushing high. So what, you know, here we see on the 5 minutes is still maintaining that it formed this cup and handle pattern and trying to break the upside. But let's see what I'm expecting at the moment. Let's delete all of them. What I'm expecting at the moment is for the price to break another time, which may happen, may not happen, but if it happens, then it will be a very good for us from this level to go long. If it is not happening, if it is not breaking further, then if we see a very strong momentum with a very strong impulse and again has gathered liquidity based on the price action confirmation, will be going long. At the moment, I see that potential bullish opportunity on gold, and let's see. Also, I request you also share your ideas. What do you think that on gold, which way it's going to be heading? Thank you for your opinion as well. Amadel, thank you very much. Mr. D, Union City, yep. Gbpusd can be nice long. Okay. DXY is weekly resistance level. Yeah, absolutely. I think DXY gonna pull back. GBP USD has some pricing. Awesome, very good. DXY sell of the most USD pairs. Okay, very good. Thank you. Very good. Good morning, coach. Good be with you. Thank you very much. Daily coach, hoping to subscribe to your mentorship, sir. Will you give out the daily signal of buy sell? How many trades per day do you crypto as well, sir? Daily, thank you very much for considering. Yeah, we do. I do post all my trade that I post all my trade to the VIP group, who are all my trade in the VIP private VIP group or private channel that you can see, and also all the courses available for you to join. If I bring out the journal for this week as well, let me bring that out so do you know exactly. So I'm very clear about what I do here on Forex Trading Wizard Academy, all the trades. So I also, guys, journaling is very, very important. Let me know if you do journaling on your trade. I do, we do all the trade that we open in a clean journal. So this week so far we had gold trade, total 5 trades winner, all of them big win, total net 163 pip gain so far in the 4 days, which is in percentage is incredible, 6.6% gain in this week alone. Past week also we had 329 pip net gain, along with around 6% gain last week. This week around 6% so far. I want to have some more trade coming along the way so that it becomes a bit bigger. So this is what this is where we trade, and I want to see that some good trade coming along the way as well. If you want to join, then I would recommend you to do it now. You can find the link below this video on the first link. or at the top of the chat, where you can click the link, and then it will take you to the website where you can click join now button. Then you can access everything. How many years have you been trading for? Said Kashan, very good question. I'll discuss that. I'm trading almost nearly 10 years now. If you look left, you will notice that two news break to the upside was, yeah, thank you, yeah, awesome, yeah. Okay, so looking at now on, let me see that. Okay, so here let me see dollar yen, and then we'll be looking at GBP USD. So we see that some upside coming on gold. Let it keep pushing up, and then I'll come back again. I want to look at the dollar yen in the meantime to see what's happening, and then we'll go back to gold and GBP USD. Again, dollar yen, we see that their previous day there is a daily candle that has also a liquidity in it. Okay, so you see that this is a resistance line here on dollar yen. This is a clean liquidity grab. Now with that liquidity grab, dollar yen has formed a long bearish candle, and you know, this bearish candle on dollar yen, which has a long wick at the top and also long wick at the bottom, where we see that dollar yen in fact had a very strong breakdown, what I can say. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, so far this week from this level there is an upside momentum on dollar yen, and back to back 3 weeks of liquidity grab here has given a very strong momentum on dollar yen. Now with that strong move, what we see that dollar yen so far has created a bullish candle on the weekly, and I think that it's now coming down for a deeper pullback. We could see that dollar yen coming down for a deeper pullback and even coming down further before moving to the upside. So that means that dollar yen also we could see some deeper pullback. All right, now if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily time frame, here is a daily support level on dollar yen. The price has triggered that liquidity in that area on dollar yen, and from that liquidity zone there is a big impulse, narrow candle followed by another impulse, which was still in a uptrend. Now this move on dollar yen, that I would say that it's a pullback. Okay, so it could lead dollar yen to this daily 20 EMA or even leading to the support level. Okay, so this is where we could see the dollar yen having significant drop. Now what we could see on dollar yen from this, after this liquidity trigger created this move, coming back down again, gathering liquidity and then moving to the upside. Now it's a long-term bullish market, so I will be interested on buying rather than selling, because anytime once we see the dollar yen has come down well below, we could see the dollar yen is going up to create a new higher high. So there is a very high probability for dollar yen to remain bullish from this level. Okay, so as it is a bull market, you know, I will not be seller at the moment unless we see a very strong rejection from the top, let's say a very high liquidity grab, then we can look for, but I will be biased to go long as it is a long-term bullish market. Okay, trading with the trend is always the best decision you will ever make when you are trading. Yes, look left. Thank you very much. Warren, thank you very much, Warren. um, yes, absolutely, thanks. Awesome, cool. Okay, so with that said, let's now quickly look at so we saw the dollar yen is potentially yeah, we can expect a pullback and then we can look for an entry. So in the meantime, let me see that I had a question from Said Kashan. How many years been trading for? Okay, so I'm trading for nearly I started in the beginning. I started 2013, but just after 1 month then I quit, and then mostly in 2014 where I became like I took trading very seriously. And yeah, 2014 is where is the very very big year for me for trading. So big year means in a sense that in the beginning, so it's a kind of losing year that you can say, a big losing year also 2014. And then to see consistent profit, it took me around 2017 16 where I found profit from my trading, and before that I just was consistently losing. Now 2014 is a very hard year for me, you can say that. I know that that's why when I ask, some of you say that you started 3 years 5 years, like 3 months 6 months, that I would say that complete beginner. And in that case I would always say that use a very smaller account, because in my trading all the humanly possible mistake that I made, because I, believe it or not, I first begin the concept of trading came in my mind before, let's say 2013. I didn't know that there is something exist as like a forex. Okay, it's a completely unknown world to me, and the first time I know forex is from an ad, on social media. And then I became curious about it, and since I curious about it, I did some pondering, and everything I did by myself, trying to find out how does it work, did some research, and then started trading. And the hardest year in 2014 is I had a big loss. Okay, and due to over trading, emotional trading, which is a very common in I did all kind of emotional trading, over trading. I remember when I came from workplace, and then I sit down on the desk. See, in the beginning it happens, that's why I'm sharing that, so that you also know, actually you also relate and know where you need to work on. And I open 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades, almost 10 trades. I clearly remember, and at the top of my screen I see that, let's say, plus $3 $5 profit, but here maybe a couple of $100s is going up and down. And then I became completely overwhelmed, and then I closed all of them, and I realized, why did I open so many trades? That doesn't make any sense. So that's a very common, okay, in the beginning. That's how we learn. We are human, and we need to learn from our mistake or from mistakes from others by looking at that. So this is how it's a journey, everyone go through it. Some of you may be very good at it naturally, maybe pick very fast. I was a bit slow learner, that's why it took me a bit more time, a bit more loss, but that's worth doing, because if I could quit and keep doing the job that I was doing, still doing the same thing, rather I changed completely. So for you, if you are beginning as a trader, then I would say that be patient always. Don't go to the dead end where you cannot come back. For example, if you have entire savings and you put all in your trading account, and then you got completely wiped out, that will make you very, very miserable. Okay, that's what I really request you not to take a big risk, but to trade with smaller risk and focus on learning mostly. Okay, I know that some people, because in this whole journey I had a lot of story from many traders, okay, is mostly due to the emotional trading that happens. So that's why I would recommend you to focus on developing a sound trading psychology. Okay, this is where most people not focusing. As a creator, let's say I create content on YouTube, and the strategy videos that I post has a lot of engagement, but the trading psychology videos that I post, not many engagement, but it takes more time for me to create those trading psychology video than the one that is technical analysis strategies. But I still do it because I know that even there is a less engagement, but those who are engaging, they are really, really doing very well. So it is important that always try to focus on more on trading psychology, okay, and have a bigger vision, and keep your trading account small, okay, and also trade with regulated broker is very important. Some broker may be not regulated and might be difficult for you, unless let's say you are trading on a zone where you don't have that option. That's completely different, but I would say that always use a regulated broker. That's why I recommend Trade. They are regulated. You can join Trade also using the link in the description area. So with that said, let's look at now on going back to gold again. Let's keep moving and make some pips and make our trading journey profitable. So from the 1 hour perspective, what we have seen here, a bullish candle in the 1 hour chart, which was expected, and it's moving in that direction. So the price has gone to a resistance line. Now here it's really has formed that cup and handle pattern, and now if you look at this, is a hand. Okay, I don't know how to draw a hand, guys. Is it okay? So like this handle, and this is a cup. So in that case, we want to see another one coming down, breaking the low, and then we can look for buying opportunity. So let's see how it does. And in the meantime, let me see that do you scalping coach? Yeah, absolutely, we do. Thank you for that. Shajid want to trade gold. Okay, good morning coach, where you are. Thank you. Gbpusd, sir, I'm complete beginner and learning still. Ibrahim Isa, that's the main thing. So if you're a complete beginner, I would recommend you to focus on learning. It's more important to focus on learning rather than losing. Okay, it's very important to focus on learning. This is what I mentioned, that when I begin, I try to do it very fast, okay, because this is what happened, especially in trading. If you have a trading account, feels like, well, why should I take 1%? I should take 10% so that I can gain 10%, which is very, very difficult to do. And instead, when I started to trade with the professional environment, with a mentor, then I saw that actually how they are trading. So, and then I started to see what I am trading, how they are trading, and then I realized that, okay, I'm over trading, because before I go to that that environment, I even didn't realize that I'm over trading. I didn't realize that how many trade that I should be trading in a day or in a session. When I went to them, then I saw that, okay, how many trade they have open and how many trade that I'm opening. So basically I'm over trading, and then I try to match them. That's how everything works, that when you understand how those who are profitable, professional, how they are trading, and then you can match them, try to match them, not always 100%, and slowly you're gonna move in that direction as well. So let's see now. The rest will depend on you, how dedicated you are. Okay, keep a goal in your mind, guys. Make sure that you always look forward. Sharif coach, please. US30, yeah, absolutely. Jakir Hussein, good morning. Thank you, Jakir. Okay, so US30, looking at US30, I will be looking at US30 to see how the market is heading. Now looking at this one here from a bigger picture perspective, looking at the daily on US30. Now from the daily time frame, we can see that this is a daily, if you look at this one here, daily on US30, yesterday there's a narrower candle here. Okay, so with that candle on the daily perspective, this is a gap opening here on support level, and in that support, what we see that US30 has formed a series of higher low. Now the main point here is that US30 created a higher low in this downtrend, so it may not now break down. Instead, we could see slowly it's bouncing to the upside, as we are expecting for gold to have a bounce, DXY to have a downside. So US30 might be pushing high. So looking at the further lower time frame, we can see that here on US30, this is a interesting price action here on US30. There is a double bottom, and with that double bottom there is a long wick, okay, here, and with this long wick handle from the 4 hour, this is a doji followed by another bullish candle. So here the price is basically reversing from here. Okay, the price action from this gap opening is forming a reversal pattern. Now with that reversal pattern, I think that it might come down again to grab another amount of liquidity, and then we could see that it's moving back up again, and it might go back here to this resistance, or it might come back here to this resistance. It is completely because you know the levels that we draw with a straight line is basically, you will see that never it matches with the straight line. So just a speculative, you see that you will never find a straight line where the market trends in that way. So the best way, that's why I use that moving averages. So when you use the moving averages, basically you see some kind of reference. You see here, whenever the price is crossing that moving average coming down, again the same thing happened here, same thing happened here. Here it failed, but instead it's doing in the same way. That's why moving average is considered as dynamic support and resistance. Now that's why either the price is coming to that zone, forming a long wick, dropping down, or it might test the higher one and forming the long wick and then dropping down. So in nutshell, from this level, after a strong liquidity trigger, we can look for buying opportunity on US30. I think that's gonna push up at the moment, as we see that moving up gold and other instrument as well. Okay, my dear members, so make sure you give a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow I will be releasing some content on YouTube channel as well, guys, so you can stay connected by pressing the bell button, pressing the subscribe button. This content will be released during the New York session and London session time. So this is a 2 seconds intermission for everyone to smash the like button and hitting the subscribe button. Awesome, thank you for your support to the channel. So now I will be looking at, so we saw that US30, all of them we are expecting for a bullish momentum. So let's look at GBP JPY, which is also a very important pair to look at the moment. Now looking at GJ, looking at the so looking at Gbpusd, it has broken this support level. Okay, so here is now this is a daily chart on GJ, and it has broken this support, and we see some upside coming again. Now looking at the weekly on GJ, we see that from the weekly perspective, okay, this is a very strong impulse on GJ, followed by correction, and followed by we have seen that another impulse from here on Gbpusd, followed by now this weekly candle is super important. Why? Because I think that now we might see some upside on GJ. The reason is it's a probability, as I mentioned. It's still not, we didn't look at the lower time frame, but on the weekly it has crossed all this low, right? And it's an uptrending market structure. So we could see that GJ is, you know, feeling that long wick at the top, as this is the weekly candle. Monthly as well, we can see that it has come to this level where there is an important level, and from this zone we see that GJ also has formed this monthly upside. Now weekly, from the weekly perspective, here is the key points on the weekly is that this is a weekly bullish impulse, followed by this, to the support level, and here we can see the price has crossed the low and then form this impulse to the upside. Now in that zone, so we see weekly and monthly for potential bullish. Now from the daily, the price has broken this support here, resistance here, support here, and we see that the market has broken the low, gathered the liquidity, and now it's forming that momentum to the upside. Now from the lower time frame perspective on GJ, what we see that this is a long wick candle here, failed to break the low. I think Gbpusd might bounce from this level. This is the lower time frame, and if you look at this long wick, it bounced from a mirror level. Now mirror level is very powerful. What is a mirror level, guys? Do you know do you have an idea? Let me know so that I can explain more. So mirror level is very powerful because here this is a resistance, and that resistance turns support, and we see that the market had a bounce from this level that could take this price to this resistance, and it might happen that now GJ, after testing this level again, we might see that it's going back up to this resistance and breaking this high. So there is a probability after pull back to the downside to go back up to this resistance line, okay, on Gbpusd. So we can expect on GJ to bounce up, and I think this is the 1 hour chart. We could see another long wick candle aligning with this one, and then we can expect for the price to move up to this resistance line. So GJ potentially bullish to me. Let's see which way it is heading in that direction. Okay, auto control, and this is where I will be waiting for an entry opportunity, expecting gold for a big drop again by the end of the day. Okay, Mashik, thank you. Gbpusd we looked at. Gold, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Gold, yep. Place coach, you look at GJ. Yep, we'll be looking. Okay, so very good question, Deepak Raj. How to control our emotion in trading? Okay, I really want you guys to answer this. How many of you have, like, let me know, because as a human, everyone experience emotion in trading. I would say that 100 of 100, unless it's a machine trading, human will experience emotion, especially in trading, because it requires money to roll in the market. And I need to know, guys, how you control your emotion. That will help us as well. Let me know in the live chat, how do you control your emotion in your trading. Let me see what's your strategy on controlling emotion when you are trading. So in the meantime, okay, so let me see how many answers are coming up. So what do you think, what is the best way to control your emotion when you are trading? Everyone has a maybe unique way to control it, because some kind of strategy is needed when you experience that, because otherwise we tend to open emotional trading, which is very common. Okay, I was terrible with emotion but getting better now, learning from you. Okay, digital economy. Okay, that's a very good news. Very good news that you are getting better in controlling your emotion. Anyone have that, any kind of experience that, because I also had the same situation, trading, when as I mentioned earlier, when I begin my trading, I started to invest entire savings, and that was big. Even afterwards, the thing happened is that when you have a very emotional trading couple of days, and then you'll see that you'll start to feel like not opening any trade. Okay, like you start to feel like that it's not gonna work anymore. Richard, hey, hi coach, I'm trying out position size calculator. How do I execute or confirm pending order after setting up parameters? Coach, I'm trying out the position size calculator. How do I execute or confirm pending order after setting up the parameter? Okay, so just click pending, because when you use that pending order or a market order, there's an option for a pending order, there's an option for a market order. So you can just click and then say pending order, click that pending order, and then it will remain on your trading account as a pending order. Still, if you're not sure, then you can text me or email me. I will give you more detailed information how you can set it up. Okay, here, so taking trade with 1% to 0.5%, it's a very good approach, Muhammad Mamin. Yeah, so when you keep your risk is small, it's a pardon me guys, I don't know why I get a cough. Okay, so when you take a trade with a very smaller risk, it's a very effective strategy to eliminate emotional. Because imagine that, let's say you have a salary of 10,000, let's say $2,000 in a month. Okay, now if you take a trade with, let's say, $5 risk or maybe $2 risk, then you, in the back of your mind, you know that, okay, if this trade not working out, I'll lose $2. That's fine, I can afford it, right? So then you're not gonna worry too much about that trade, and that might give you a good profit. Maybe that might give you $10 profit. But if you have a, let's say, a salary of $2,000, but if you take a trade with a $500 risk, that's where the emotion comes, because when the trade fluctuates, it goes to minus $300, and then you start to, you know, judge everything in a way that, okay, $300 minus, what if take me $500? Rather I close it at $300. Or maybe with little profit, let's say you got $500 and the price has come down to $10 profit, and probably tend to close it because you say that, okay, if I lose, I will lose $500. Rather I close it at $10 profit is better for me. This is how I thought. That's why I'm telling from my own experience. And then next trade might be taking you that $500, because once you do that, next one also you tend to do the same. So ultimately you could take a couple of winning trade with $10, $20, and then suddenly you got $500 minus. That caused an emotional response. I think that's why the risk management, keeping the risk is very low. Which may I know will go down 1920. Let me see. Okay, so if you want to trade now, which one you should we take, Ajay? Okay, so for now to open a trade is I would say gold. Okay, we'll be taking, but I want to see that it has come down to this level, and here is where we can see that the price coming down, okay, testing this level, and then to move back up. So at this point we see some downside coming, as I mentioned earlier, that after breaking this resistance we might see gold coming down, and it's doing that. We see that from this level it formed a double top, and we see that gold now is coming down, and we could see that this market coming down to create a new lower low. So which is very likely to happen here on gold, to break the low and to create a new lower low. Okay, so if I see gold has here on the 1 hour chart, I want to see it has come well below, and you see this is the daily chart. It has gone well above for the day. I think it's gonna come back down again to the daily support level. Okay, now one thing we need to keep in mind, that after breaking or coming to the daily support, then we can look for buying opportunity today if there is any trade showing us that opportunity. All right, I hope that you are enjoying, guys. Make sure you like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And also if you want to join us, you can join the link below this video, where you can see all the trade that I am opening, and also you can learn the strategy that I am trading every day. So we see that here on gold, I'm waiting for a pullback and upside momentum. And on AUD USD from the daily as well, you see, guys, on AUD USD, you see there is a narrow doji and kind of reversal pattern here, as gold almost move almost in the similar fashion as AUD USD. If I look at the weekly on AUD USD, we see that there is a, after this break, price now slowly bouncing up. I think that there is a probability, okay, which is not guaranteed, there's a probability for AUD USD to move back up again. If it reverses from here, then we might see that it's just changed its trend to the upside, which we see that some lower time frame price action showing potentially bullish. So it will really depend on how the price action will form, and then we'll be looking to enter position based on the price action confirmation. This is double top on gold. Explain this. Thank you, Marcin. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. 100% trying to max a lot quickly was my issues. It's a constant struggle. What helped me understand that the best trade in the world is 60 to 70% win rate. So money management is the key. Absolutely, absolutely, money management is the key. Okay, good day coach, thank you very much Natalie. Warren 2, gold has double top, some downtrend expected. Yep. Can we have a peek on euro dollar? Yes, boss Eric, I bought gold and closed while receiving 50 cents again, waiting to buy. Okay, Eric, very good. Not a trader 5. Okay, that's good. Yeah, yeah, that gold, once you see that entry point, you will be looking to enter. I think that, you know, the way we see other instrument also, you see this is the 4-hour and 1-hour chart on gold. This is the 1-hour candle forming kind of dodgy, and I think that the way you see the price action potentially upside on gold, especially it highly likely will break the low here. This is the 15-minute chart, and then we might see that entry opportunity, and this is what I will be mainly waiting for, a breakdown and then potentially entry to the upside. Okay, whenever it comes to the point. Okay, this is what is the plan. Now guys, I have a very important question to you. Important means like important for me, it will help me also so that I can give you more value, is that can you please let me know how many of you watch my next session. Then I'll let you know actually what I'm planning for the best value for you. That means that we have another live session that we do on I do on New York session and London session time. So any one of you that only watch this session and don't watch that session, or you stay present both, can you let me know in the live chat that saying either you watch only this session or you watch only that session, or both of them. So watch both. Okay, Derek, can you please come back with that? So okay, I watch both. So I am okay, I watch both. Okay, so the reason okay, so the reason I'm asking is because okay, both session, Khalid, let's try to for both. Thank you so much. Okay, both session, both. Okay, okay, both. Okay, awesome, thank you. Stem here, next. Awesome, thank you very much. Watch both. What time it start in Indian time? Thank you. Okay, that's cool. Always watching both. Okay. Okay, now I have a okay, I see that. I'm really grateful to all of you guys that attending the session. It's really good to see that you guys are really supporting the channel. And one very important update is that this is my plan. I really need your you know, I can say that a comment on that. So what I am planning, not implemented because it's all about you, if you think that way. So what I'm planning is, let's say we are doing one session in this time, and then there's a gap, and there is another session in the NY session in London. So I was planning to extend one session longer than 2 sessions. So that means I can do 2 ways. So the way best for you, I will do that. I can do one session same time in New York session and London session, and extend it to until 3 hours, 4 hours, starting at the same time that every day we start. Or I can start a bit earlier for the New York session one, an hour earlier, and then extend it to the same time every day we finish. So that will basically give us one compacted long session That's how we can have more trades and volatile session. And you guys also don't need to sit down twice and then having a break. What do you think in that idea, and or what's your opinion? Let me know. Knowledge is extremely valuable for traders. I would greatly recommend to. Thank you, Warren. I really appreciate your call, and that's really helps me to to create more value. So this is your channel, guys. Make sure that always stay present, because everything is for you, by you, and of you. No, okay, so I got one. It's difficult to watch while long session. Okay, maybe create a pool and decide. Okay, very good question. That's a very good question. It's a pool. I think it will be a good idea to create a pool, and let me create it now. Okay, very good. Very good suggestion. I'm creating a pool now. Please help me to understand your need. Okay, I created a pool. I'll go to the analysis now. In the meantime, help me to understand. This will be really helpful to me. Thank you for your support. You can see at the top of the chart that pool. Please participate on that. Will be and I'll present that result to you guys, so that okay. So looking at here, let me see AUD USD. Okay, so AUD USD, like the gold, we can see that it's also forming this bullish market structure, starting with this daily time frame from this level here. Okay, so looking at AUD USD, looking at the daily chart on AUD USD, we can see that so far from this daily candle, there was a break, back to back 2 days of narrow candle. Today we have seen an upside. Now from the intraday perspective, we see that in that zone the price has broken to the upside, created this pattern. Now in that area, what we see that from this level there is a very strong drop, correction, strong drop, consolidation, and we see that the market again trying to break to the upside. Here on AUD USD, it may not directly go up like that, very unlikely. We could see another attempt from the sellers, and then we might see that the market is heading to the upside. Now looking at the weekly, we can see that it's maintaining bigger picture bearish. With the weekly close, we'll really understand, we'll understand that how the market is basically is dropping. In that zone we can expect for potentially downside. Okay, so here either upside or downside. Here so far it's gathering liquidity, but we might see that the market coming down again, and then we can expect it to go push up. Now from lower time frame, from 1 hour chart, we see that you can see whenever the price is breaking this liquidity zone, we can see it's coming down for this deeper drop here. Okay, so what I see that okay, thank you for your support to the channel. And okay, so I see that more vote on 2 sessions. That's okay. So I'll for the sessions, I think more votes coming for 2 sessions, but let me discuss with my team members as well who are on the back, and I'll get back to you guys over the weekend. I'll create a post on the YouTube to letting you know that which way we will be doing, but everything here for you. So I want to give you more values. So if we do 2 sessions, we'll keep the same way. If we do 1 session, then we might extend it to fit all the timing in that 1 session, and in that case I'll keep you updated during the weekend as well. So with that said, I strongly believe that guys, you enjoyed this live session. With that said, I will be ending the session. I thank you really for supporting and helping me to understand everything. With that said, also you can join me on VIP group if you want to, link below this video. With that said, I'll see you again in the New York session and London session timing for some more trading opportunity coming along the way. Until that, stay well, stay happy,